welcome again to my channel, and today we're going to be speaking on the article that recently surfaced on August 9, 2022, that states the rise of lonely single men, dating apps, and a drastically changing relationship landscape. So we're going to kind of go off into two scopes into this discussion. We're going to speak about what led to this and also the effects of it. So since this recent generation, a lot of women have been diving more into their self-care, their self-worth, and valuing things that are outside of marriage and having children. So when we sort of dive back into the past on the relationships and marriages of, women in the African American community specifically, we saw that a lot of women, although they were married, they were being emotionally, physically, and mentally abused. A lot of these women lost their lives, and they were basically still single mothers, although they were in a marriage. And with this new generation of women, and not only women, but just we're just emphasizing women in this particular discussion, we see that women from all across different cultures have been shedding light on their experiences, whether in marriage, dating, whatever, committed relationships, whatsoever. And I realized that a lot of women, not only Black women, but a lot of women across several ethnicities, I realized that a lot of women share common experiences when it comes to dealing with men. So this study says men represent approximately 62% of dating app users, lowering their chances for matches. What I want to showcase is that women over the years, they were always, like I was said previously, they were abused, they were misled, manipulated. They were with men that didn't necessarily treat them to a high degree of respect and love. And we've come to realize that love is not enough in a relationship. A lot of these men are not working. These women are working hard, coming home to take care of kids and so forth in the entire household. And a lot of these Black men have not been stepping up to be leaders in our community. Or they have been sort of venturing off to be with women of no color. What I want to say is it is really good that women are finally stepping up and having healthier boundaries and standards when it comes to dating, being in relationships, and marriages. At the end of the day, women are becoming more powerful, more wealthy than their male counterparts, and they are just venturing out to more and different experiences. They have not subjugated themselves to only marriage and children, as they've seen that with previous generations, that just simply wasn't enough to live a happy and fulfilling life. For some women it is, but for the majority of women, they just feel as though there's more to life, especially when you're raising and lifting up an entire household by yourself, although you're married. With that, I think it's a great thing that women are starting to value themselves, see and differentiate between the things that they do want or don't want in a relationship or in a partner, to where they can live a more fulfilling life. Again, a lot of these men, with these recent studies and things that are going on, more information that is being brought to the surface, these women are doing better off than their male counterparts. And I think with these women, they just want more from a man. A man cannot simply do the bare minimum and then you just accept whatever that comes with him, and that's it, that's all. So a lot of these women are bringing more attention to their value, their worth, to their self-care, and just loving themselves and healing from those traumas that they endured from previous generations' relationships. Again, yes, I think a consequence to this is that men may become a bit more hostile towards women. Some men may, they wear a mask, and maybe they wear their mask longer, but again, a mask always fall. You can never keep it up for too long. And I think one thing is that women, along with having healthier boundaries and standards when it comes to dating, it's all about placing yourself into an environment where you're meeting partners that are of high quality and they are relatable to the things that you want and you see yourself having in your life as such in a partner. But one thing that we want to emphasize is that women should also be more knowledgeable about who they're dealing with and how they're approaching these individuals, as well as becoming more equipped in self-defense and protecting yourself in all aspects, whether emotionally, physically, and mentally, because these men, although they are amazing in their own right, they do tend to use different strategies of manipulation and deceit and lying to really bring these women down. And I think it takes a lot for a woman to really turn off her blindness and really hone into what she's seeing, and sort of viewing men from an observational viewpoint rather than just from the heart. But I'm really grateful. Again, these experiences that we see, which we will be diving into more, this is just the first podcast episode. So there's a lot to learn from. There's a lot more to touch on. But when these women share their stories and their experiences in their relationships, in the dating scene and in marriage, it's not to be judgmental towards them. It's more so about analyzing it and learning from their experiences, so we can do better and we can implement better strategies for success in marriages, if that's what you want, or just overall great relationships. So it's not meant to be judgmental. Again, these things, there is something called karma, and although you may not learn in the same way, there's still ways to learn things. So it's best to not be judgmental, but understanding and aware that some women are simply manipulated and lied to by these men. But I thank you all for coming to my podcast episode, and again, don't forget to come again. Bye.